Let's read Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6 together. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. Have you ever been in a situation where you made a decision that wasn't a bad decision or a wrong decision, but it did result in something that wasn't necessarily a good thing? I have. One time I put a basketball goal in our youth room. Now our youth room was not in a gym, it was in the old sanctuary. Here's what you need to realize about that. The walls in the old sanctuary were not made for people to be playing basketball. But it seemed like a good idea to me. Students wanted to play basketball. I wanted to play basketball. It was a big room. Let's do it. And everything was fine until one Wednesday night when I went up for a rebound and came down to put a hole in the wall. Not a little hole, but a big hole. A hole the size of my upper body. Now that wasn't a bad decision. The motives were right, but it did result in something bad happening. Now there are some things in our life we know are wrong, and some things we know that are good. We shouldn't lie. We should tell the truth. We shouldn't hurt people. We should love people. But there's also a lot of in-between stuff that's not as clear. But how do we navigate that? How do we make the right decisions when it isn't clear? Because wrong decisions, or even decisions that are good in the moment, they not only affect right now, but they affect later as well. The best way to make the best decisions is to have wisdom. Now we just read where Solomon, the author of the majority of Proverbs, said that we cannot trust our own wisdom, but instead we have to trust the wisdom of God. If we make wise decisions now based on God's wisdom, it will help us avoid mistakes later. Let's say it like this. Wisdom now can help you miss mistakes later. So the first thing we have to do is trust that God knows more than we do. After that, we have to invite Him into our situation to help us navigate it. And then lastly, we have to do what He says. If He gives us good advice, if He shares His wisdom, but we choose to do what we want, we'll still end up in a bad situation. We have to trust, ask, and obey. Because wisdom now can help you miss mistakes later. Here are two questions you can ask yourself the next time you don't know what to do. What if I do this? Or what if I don't